Hello, my name is Debbie Reynolds. They call me the Data Diva. Today I want to talk about data privacy and a new data privacy law in the state of California. It's the California in-car camera privacy law. This law was signed by Governor Newsom in November of 2023. It's called SB 296, and it actually went into effect in January 1st, 2024. So the reason for this law is that modern cars often have video cameras that can record video and still images inside cars. And the state of California wanted to make sure that people's privacy is protected when they're buying cars, so that they're aware that their car has these capabilities and know what their rights are around the data capture of things in this car. This law is pretty interesting because it actually has obligations for manufacturers and dealerships. For manufacturers, they have to have a part in their owner's manual that says exactly how many cameras are in the car, what those cameras are doing, and how people can figure out if they actually want this car or not want a car because of this. For dealers, they actually have to provide a document, either a separate document, not something that's commingled with other documentation when someone's buying a car, to give someone a notice to let them know that their car has an in-car camera. There has to be an acknowledgement that's signed by the individual when they're buying a car, either buying or leasing a car, to let them know that not only does this car have in-car cameras, but then also letting them know what their rights are. With cars in the state of California, car makers are prohibited from using the data from the video or those still images for advertising without express affirmative consent from an individual. They have to create opt-out mechanisms. So for example, let's say someone buys a car, they agree with the in-car camera, but at some time down the line, they decide they don't want it. They have to have an opt-out mechanism that's put together by the car manufacturer. They want to make sure that they want to prevent the use, sale, and sharing of recordings beyond the car. So a lot of cars that collect this data, they transmit that data to other places. So this law says in the state of California, if there's in-car camera video or still coverage, that data not be transmitted outside the car, that it only be used for things like actually fixing the car, diagnostics, something around just the mechanics of using the car. This is a pretty big deal. California obviously is very progressive on privacy, but this is a pretty strict law around trying to give consumers more control over the data that they have. A lot of people don't even know that their cars have this capability in the first place. So I think it'll be a shock to some people to find out that maybe their cars have this. I'm hoping to see more types of laws like this that comes out. In the state of California, this enforcement happens by the Attorney General or district attorneys through civil actions. Also, there may be other types of redress that are available to consumers as it relates to this. I guess some of the big news here is that people have to opt in to advertising, which is very rare, and then they have to be provided an opt-out in addition to being told about these in-car camera features, and that the big one is that manufacturers have to basically change their owner's manuals as a result of this law in California. So it remains to be seen if other states will pick this up. Obviously, if car makers can do this for California, they can do this for other states. So I'll be looking very closely to see if other states start to pick up parts of this law, knowing that automakers can actually make these types of changes and provide the type of transparency and control that customers really want. That's it. Thank you.